What's up, guys? It's Danica. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great summer so far. It is June 19th and it is a Friday, but I've taken today off work for a very important reason. If you saw my last video from last week, you know that I love theme parks. And I went to Ocean Park, one of the major theme parks here in Hong Kong, on the first day it reopened after it closed in January for the coronavirus crisis. And the amazing news this week is that Hong Kong Disneyland finally reopened after 5 months of being closed because of the coronavirus crisis. Here in Hong Kong, theme parks and amusement parks and recreation spaces started to shut down in late January when the first few cases of coronavirus were confirmed in the city. Since then, the city has had about 1,100 total cases with a total of 4 related deaths. So after a few weeks of no locally transmitted community infections, the government has finally lifted restrictions and allowed theme parks to reopen. I am an annual pass holder for Hong Kong Disneyland. I love it. It's one of the first things I bought here in Hong Kong that was like a private membership. Private members clubs are like a really big deal in Hong Kong, and I always joke that the first membership club I bought a pass to was Disneyland. I like to think of the Disneyland here sort of as like my neighborhood Disneyland. It's so close, it's so easy to get to. I think it's like 5 or 6 subway stops away from my apartment. When I was living on the Kowloon side of Hong Kong, it was even closer. It was like 4 stops away from my apartment. So I really felt like the annual pass was a really good investment for me. I would just go there for lunch and take a couple of rides. Since I moved here last year, Hong Kong Disneyland has never really been super crowded because there's been like fewer and fewer tourists coming into the city because of the virus crisis. So it's just a totally different Disneyland experience or Disney experience than any other Disney experience that I've ever had. I really love it. So I'm so excited to go back today to see the progress on the new castle, which is super exciting. That is meant to open in the fall, but they've apparently have made so much progress in building it over the past few months since the theme park has been closed. I'm also excited just to like go ride my favorite rides, which are like It's a Small World and stuff like that. I just feel like it's a really positive place for me, and it feels like a lot of fun, and fun is exactly what I think I need right now, and all of us sort of need in our lives. So I'm gonna head out now and I'm gonna take you guys with me. So come spend the day with me at the newly reopened Hong Kong Disneyland. Okay, we made it to Disneyland in Hong Kong. They've actually moved the entrance. So this is really interesting. Check it out. The normal entrance is in front of us. Let me see if we can turn this around. That's the normal entrance right there, just coming out of the subway. And then they've actually moved the entrance over here. So let's see. This is the subway station to my right that we just came out of. These are the new health restrictions. They're gonna do temperature screenings, and you cannot go in if you haven't been in the country or city for 14 days. Here is the temperature screening booth, which is pretty standard everywhere in Hong Kong, to be honest. It's great. It's very organized, no line. It's amazing. Screening with cameras, just really efficient. And we're in. Okay, so they route you all the way around, and then you actually just come in through the normal arches, which is right behind me. It's so exciting to be back. So this is what it looks like when you walk into Disneyland usually. The weather is amazing today, but it's gonna be so hot. Thankfully, it's not like as humid as it was last week, but so excited to be here. So like the last time I was here was probably December or January, and it was extremely empty. I think the park is only operating at 25% capacity now, and you have to wear masks, you have to register ahead of time. But it's still pretty empty, which is pretty great. Anyway, let's see what happens inside. Okay, we're in. Okay, we're in. So this lady literally, as I was doing that, came up to me and asked me to fill out a survey for her. And I was like, dude, you guys didn't close for 5 months. What am I gonna tell you? Okay, so this is what it looks like when you first walk into Disneyland in Hong Kong. One of the most amazing Disneyland experiences because it's so uncrowded. Like, even way before the coronavirus, it was pretty uncrowded. So it was so easy to come here and like so relaxing and like not stressful at all. And even now it's pretty empty, but it is early and it did just open. So anyway, oh, here's a marching band. So probably my favorite place on earth anywhere is Main Street, USA. I would like literally live here if I could. But check out how the castle is coming along. It's right at the end of Main Street. It's so beautiful. This is the brand new castle at Hong Kong Disneyland. So usually when I come here, I just do like a loop and I go to my right all the time. Sometimes I'll go to my left first, but I'm gonna go to my right and do like my favorite route, which starts with Tomorrowland. Done the Ant-Man ride already, and I don't know if I have done the Iron Man experience. I'm gonna go check that out first. Okay, no, I have done this one and I think it's pretty fun, but if I have done it, I haven't done it in like 6 months. There's like no one here. If you haven't noticed, there's like no lines anywhere. It's amazing. I can't see anything. It's like totally fogged up. That was pretty awesome. I've totally been on that ride before. I love it. It's like almost like a tour of New York, but I think it's Hong Kong. There's definitely some things that are closed, like some kiosks, like for example, here, like kiosks like that. A lot of them are closed. Some snack stands are closed, but all the rides seem to be open. I might go try to take this Star Wars ride. I don't think this was open. Oh, it's Hyper Space Mountain. No, I'm not ready for a roller coaster yet. Take a look though, it's cool. And there are no lines, literally 0 lines. One of my favorite sections of the park is actually Fantasyland. It's just so well done here and so cute. And of course, Small World. It's a Small World is my favorite ride. It's not really long here for some reason, but it does give me hope. It restores my hope in humanity. So let's take a look around. Here is a closer look at the top of the castle. The lower part is still covered in scaffolding. In person, like the colors are really beautiful. It's like a pastel-y, salmon-y, pinky, gold, beige. It's really, really nice. I can't wait till it opens. I think I'm gonna do Winnie the Pooh. I haven't done this in a year. Okay, I just stopped myself from buying stuff because I don't want to carry it around so early in the day. It's just coming up on 12 o'clock now, so I might go try to find some lunch. There is one place that I really, really like where they have Korean food in Disneyland. So I'm gonna try to go there because I'm supposed to be sticking to kind of a healthy, like lean protein diet. And that's like the place where I usually like to get my fish and soup. Anyway, this is really cute. What is this? Ooh, it's the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. Look at the cute piggy dim sum they have. This is one of the international food halls. So they have Japanese food and Cantonese food, and it's served banquet hall style. This is really cute. I've been here before. It's okay. I feel like Disneyland is sort of organized, sort of like a flower. it's not a bad example, but it's like 3 loops. And if you go to Toy Story Land, you can end up back in the loop to go to Adventureland. So I'm gonna head there now, although I think the thing I wanna eat is in Adventureland, but we'll see. Toy Story Land here is really small, but I really like it because the details are amazing. Check out some of these cute things. It's important to hydrate with pineapple slushies when you're at Disneyland. It's a total rule. It's like a law here.
But I just can't take this kind of pressure. Wait, I can do it.
Okay, it's like 100 degrees out and so humid. I'm gonna find a place to go sit down in the shade and then finish my drink, and then maybe I'll go to Mystic Manor before I have lunch. Okay, so this is the place that I love for lunch. I'm gonna come here afterwards if it's open. Oh no, it's closed. It's the Emperor's Club, and I love it. But let's go to the Mystic Manor first. Mystic Manor is sort of like Hong Kong Disneyland's take on a haunted house, but it's not scary and there are no ghosts because it's superstitious and you wouldn't want to go on a ride with like dead people in Asia. But it's super cool and super fun. So it's like set up as this like old house full of paintings and relics. And there's this little monkey in all of the things. Don't you love how there's like no one online ever at Hong Kong Disneyland? It's like the best. Now heading into Grizzly Gulch. Okay, I checked out the banquet hall. There was such a long line. I've eaten at that corner cafe over there before, and it's okay, but I bet it's really crowded because it's kind of small. So I'm gonna try the Plaza Inn, which I've never been to before, which is right in front of us, and it's a huge restaurant. It's kind of cute. Let's see. Look at all the menus. Looks like I ate at the right time because now there's like a huge line outside of the restaurant. It was pretty good. I'm glad I went. It's nice to be able to eat Chinese food inside of Disneyland. It was actually kind of like a cool experience. All right, let's go shopping on Main Street. Here they sell 24 karat gold Disney merch. It's so interesting. Look at this. 24 karat gold. It's the Center Street Boutique, but it's powered by Chow Tai Fook, which is one of the biggest jewelers in Hong Kong. This is new, a soft serve place. This is so exciting. Okay, I've done the full loop now, and I think I might leave soon. This is like my usual Hong Kong Disneyland day. I just do a couple of hours, 3 or 4 hours, and then I get to like go home or like have the rest of my day to be like back to normal. That's what's so great about this Disneyland. It's pretty quiet here, as you've seen. Like there's just not that many people around. You can see even like behind me, this is Main Street USA. It is relatively quiet for Disneyland. Actually, it's super quiet. Yeah, well, that's my day at Disney. I hope you enjoyed this little trip. I'm so excited they're open again. I really want to come again soon. And like I have all these friends who like now want to come to Disneyland too with me. So yay. Okay, see you next time. Bye.